Welcome back to Inside the Heat. When you think about Slovenia, it's not the first European country that comes to mind when you think about basketball hotbeds. But that even is more impressive when you think about the emergence of Goran Dragic with his play both in the Premier League and internationally. That led to a very important decision: stay in Europe or head stateside. We all know he chose the right thing. You mentioned earlier while you were playing in the Premier League, that's when you got on the NBA radar.
Yeah.
So what made you make the decision it was time for you to come over to the States?
It was a tough decision because I was 21 years old and I still feel like I need to improve my game. But then the opportunity came. I was drafted by San Antonio and then they sent me to Phoenix Suns.
So you look at that picture, you think about draft night, what pops into your mind?
This was the first time that I'm gonna go to the States.
Gotcha.
And the whole family's in the airport, the journalists. And this is the first step to my NBA career.
Suns Dragic over western side with the left hand. A pretty play by the rookie from Slovenia.
What was the most challenging thing about adjusting to American life?
Everything, culture-wise, language, especially basketball-wise, the game is much faster, much physical.
This guy was critical, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
And making sure everything was a little bit better in your adjustment, both on the court and off, I imagine, knowing how Steve is.
I learned a lot from him.
You don't think being mentored by Steve Nash makes a difference?
I think Goran Dragic is learning a tremendous amount, and Steve is a tremendous supporter.
Even if I need some help, he was there for me. And I'm always going to be grateful to Steve what he did for me.
There is a Heat connection for you from your early days as a player, and that's Alvin Gentry. And so if you think back to that time, how impactful was he in your growth as a player?
A lot.
Just be aggressive, all right?
We work a lot together, and skills, how to play basketball, how to play pick and roll, shooting skills.
In Goran's second year, Alvin Gentry was named the Suns head coach and was instrumental in helping Dragic take his NBA career to another level.
I started playing 15, 20 minutes a game. That was really a successful year for me and for our team because we played in conference finals. We had an awesome year.
Dragic played 80 games that season, 25 more than the previous year.
I don't have one bad memory from that year, and it was great.
After a successful season in Phoenix, Goran was finally emerging as an established player and felt more comfortable in his new home. However, the business of basketball became a reality for him mid-season when he was traded to the Houston Rockets.
That was rough, and probably this was one of the hardest parts in my career because it's not easy to switch teams in the middle of the season. You need to play differently, know the players, the coaching staff, the organization.
Long rebound, Dragic with a steal. He stole it away. It goes right by Westbrook, who had a flat tire.
But I emerged in Houston. I played a lot of good basketball over there. It was good memory.
But his time in Houston would not last long, as he would return back to Phoenix as a free agent in 2012.
If somebody asked me how my career gonna go, I would never.
You wouldn't do back then.
Yeah, back. But it was. I think so. That was the right decision to make because when they came and they give me that deal, I said, okay, I wanna come back and I wanna show them that I can, I can play basketball, that I can run the team. Everything was already set up. I have a house there. I had friends. I know the city, the fans, and I think so. That was the right move.
Just making it look easy, seamless.
Dragic, and Dragic will take the three and bank it in. 34.
Goran's breakout season in 2013-14, in which he averaged 20 points per game, 5 points better than his previous year, he went on to win the NBA's Most Improved Player Award. What was that recognition like for you, particularly going back to all that comfort and continued expansion of your game and respect?
It means a lot. If I look at first year in the league and then this year when I came MIP, and it was a lot of hard work, dedication.
I tell you, this young guy has really improved his game. You have to give him a ton of credit.
I was dreaming about someday to become a starting point guard and to run my team. And I have an awesome year that year.
And as his dream became a reality, Better things were yet to come. After returning to Phoenix, Goran Dragic's game elevated to such a point he received all NBA honors. As the Miami Heat were retooling their roster, his skill set, his abilities became priority number one.
When you have an opportunity to get a top-flight point guard, you take that chance right when you can. We're absolutely thrilled about this transaction.
Well, this picture right here, this is the beginning of the now right here. You and your brother traded right at the deadline. What's going through you right here?
Right now, okay, let's start again. I mean, you know, Miami Heat organization, it's all about winning, and you know, to share the court with D-Wade and Chris Bosh, I was excited.
I'm really happy that we are here, that we can help this team, that we can try to turn the new page of our career.
Soon after the season is done, you have this opportunity to lock yourself in.
I'm a member of the Heat now. Happy to stay here.
What did you learn in the short period of time that made you say to yourself, I'm staying with the Miami Heat?
I just you know, the culture-wise, how a Miami Heat organization is, you know, they're really like family, and they take care of players, and everybody's so close.
Look at the Heat mobbing Goran Dragic.
The city is unbelievable. The fans are unbelievable too, and that's why I thought, you know, this is the perfect situation for me.
The most important thing is that I'm happy. When you find the right place, I want to stay there as long as possible, and this is the right place.
Goran, pedal to the metal. Get another one.
That's what he does so well.
He's not going to back down. He's going to compete every night.
I'm just trying to do what I can to help my team win, and Goran's the same way.
Describe your relationship with Mr. Franchise here.
Westbrook lost it. Roberts with the steal. Cherry pick, two-hand jam Wade.
Great guy, great player. We talk a lot, and he's tried to make my job much easier, and he does.
Nice fastball. Wade puts it in. The chemistry growing right before your eyes between number 7 and number 3.
A few days ago, he called me to his house, and we had a dinner, and it was unbelievable. He's a leader on the floor, off the floor, and that's why he's the Mr. Franchise, and he's the soul of this team.
Now that you are right in the middle of your prime, what are the expectations for yourself, for this team?
For me, it's just try to be more comfortable in this team. And for the team, of course, the championship. I mean, this is our goal.
This Heat team, you're seeing it, South Florida, come together one game at a time.
We have a great team, great chemistry right now, and we are building that chemistry to be even better when the times come.
Speaking of chemistry, what does this group have in common?
Everybody's gonna give 100% on the floor, and we put some fear into the opponents.
There's something else that's very unique about that group.
Oh, yeah. Lefties.
Yes, the left-handed group. What is that about?
5 lefties.
It is the most unique thing on the planet to be left-handed, and everybody on this team is darn near left-handed.
Yes, and you know, it's funny. In our national team, we have 7 lefties.
We're 7.
And now 5 and Beno.
Right.
So 6 lefties.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. The problem
This is unique, not for you, but this is very unique.
Did we spend some time on the court, all 5 of them?
Yeah, it has happened.
It's happened now. It's the first time ever in Heat history, all 5 players on the floor are left-handed. Look at that, 5 southpaws.
So, okay, we made history. All 5.
It has happened.
All 5 lefties.
Yeah.
We're so glad you stayed in Miami.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
What's it like for you to be able to connect with Heat Nation?
When you go into the city, you see the logos of Miami Heat, and everybody's wearing shirts, and when you have some appearances, everybody's so excited, and you know, they want to connect, they want to get to know us, and it's awesome feeling. They're always going to support you, and it makes our job easier. Can do it, man. You're welcome.
The next layer of that is how involved the organization is with the community. How important is that?
I mean, it's really important, you know, to give something back to the community, to the city, to the people, to the kids.
Hey, what's up? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llamas? Ariano.
I'm always grateful that I can be part of this and I can help the kids. Try to give them a chance to succeed, you know, and try to give them the same opportunity that I had.
1, 2, 3, champions!
As we have come to learn here on Inside the Heat, there is no one true path to the NBA. For Goran Dragic, his story is a collage of basketball love that is a part of a close-knit family that has become a part of the Miami Heat family. And for years to come, you will be able to enjoy the basketball-pushing passion of the Dragon. Thanks so very much for watching this edition of Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson.